Life is so easy that it's hard. Like, we live in the future right now. Welcome to the future. I was riding in the car with my sons, right? And we're going down the freeway, and it's like 10-lane highway, and cars are going 90 miles an hour. And I had a flashback. I was like, boys, when I was your age, when I was 10 years old, to go to my grandmother's house, 290 didn't exist yet because I live in Houston. And so we had to go down Hempstead Highway, and it took like 2.5 hours just to get to my grandma's house. And now we get in a car, and all of a sudden I can be at grandma's house in an hour. It's 90 miles away, and I could be there in an hour. Boy, I'm flying. And so as I'm telling my children that we're living in the future, we got smart devices, we got the most powerful tools in the history of the world. I think probably for the first time in the history of the world, the human being, our tools, our imagination isn't big enough for the tool. What do I mean? We can do anything. You could paint any picture, you could tell any story, and instead of using the tools that we have, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, all these large language models, instead of using these most powerful tools to create the most wonderful things our minds could ever imagine, we're scrolling. We're scrolling. I'm scrolling. Sometimes I get stuck in the hole. I feel like I'm in Get Out when I'm just falling. But I have to wake your ass up, boy. Come back. Come back. We got work to do. And right now, since we live in the easiest time in the history of the world, your life is more better than any king. Man, your life is better than any person's life prior to 1980. I don't give a shit how much money the king or the leader of any country had. Your life right now is better than that. If you got air conditioning and a smartphone, you have one of the most incredible existences for any human being ever. Now, what do you do with this power? What do you do with this power? I'm bored. You ain't gonna read no book. You're not gonna read a book. I can't laugh at you. I gotta laugh at myself too, but I read books sometimes. I listen to audio books. I do the best that I can to absorb as much information as possible so that when I have a conversation with you, I'm kind of knowledgeable. But instead of us like retaining knowledge and sharing knowledge, we're just so distracted. We're so distracted. I read this book. The right information can change your life. The wrong information, it can destroy your life. I'm trying to figure out the impact of this book. I want to know if it's around me. But it's called, Walden, by Henry David Thoreau. He talks about separating himself from technology and living this life that is away from what modern society is like. And he wrote this book in the 1800s. And I'm like, man, what kind of technology did they have? They had the typewriter. And so for him to see the world was going too fast, he had to slow down. He went and sat in a cabin, read books, wrote books, and came back to the world like, you look like a stranger, you look like an alien. If you don't have a smartphone or social media right now, today, you look like an alien. If you're trying to date a woman and you don't have a digital background, it looks like, nigga, where you at? Have you been in prison? I'm like, nah, man, I've been trying to build myself because in this world of artificial people, I want to be an authentic person. I want to be a real person. I built this brand, TheGreatestAmericanAlive, these ball caps to represent the fighting spirit of us. Like, America's not perfect. None of us are perfect, but people had ideas, created things, shared their ideas, and here we are. So we can have a conversation about how we make America the greatest place on earth. Make America great immediately. Maggie, Maggie, Maggie. And I'm not talking about The Simpsons. I'm talking about our lives. I'm talking about using ChatGPT to write the most perfect play and then using that play to go and find the people, put the people together and put on a physical play. Because what's better than being human? What's better than touching people? God dang it. Life is so easy that it's hard. It's difficult to have a date today because I got to go on my phone, download Hinge or download whatever and put that shit on my phone and scroll through all these women, and I don't even know them. I don't know how they behave. I don't know what their posture is like. I don't know how they interacted with a crowd. I don't know. I'm looking at images trying to make a decision, and it's impossible for me to make a decision like that. All I gotta do is go outside. I like going outside. Do you like going outside? Do you like taking long walks on the beach? Life is so easy that we're making it difficult. We're making falling in love difficult. We're making families difficult because hell, it feels good. We like it instantly, our way, right away. I don't own a microwave. I don't, because I want to go into the kitchen and prepare my food. If I had a microwave, I'd be eating homemade or store-bought burritos every single day. I've been there before. I know what it was like when I was in the barracks. So, segue, when I was in the military, I was in the barracks, and all I had was like 4 roommates, a microwave, a television, and like a mini fridge. So I had popcorn and burritos. I don't want to never live like that ever again. I want to eat real food. I want to have I want to have a wonderful experience with a real woman. I don't want no cyber woman. I've done that too. I've had cyber women. And now, instead of drifting off and letting technology dominate our lives, we're supposed to use it to paint beautiful pictures, for me to tell beautiful stories about how I went to the park and I played with my children with a beautiful woman and we had a wonderful time. Thank you so much, baby mama. I love you so much. These stories, we get to tell our own story. And for me right now, I'm asking you, like, how are you using these tools to tell your story? How are you using your phone to tell your story? Tell the most amazing story ever. You can only tell the most amazing story by living the most amazing life that you could ever live, man. Being the greatest American alive. Life is beautiful. People are beautiful. Babies are beautiful. What are you talking about? Talking about I'm excited. I'm saying that you should be excited. You should be excited because the future is right now, and you have the ability to have your input on what the rest of the world looks like forever. That's exciting.